Hi, we're the Raleighs, and Marjory Cesar helped us to buy our first home in 2017.
I found Marjory by doing a quick search online. I was really impressed by her reviews. And what really stood out about Marjory is that I reached out to several realtors, but she was the one that responded very quickly and professionally, and I was very happy with how she reached out to us.
And Marjory just kept that up with responding quickly and always being in touch and getting back to us throughout our whole process. And that was so important to us because we were trying to buy a house from literally across the country. We were moving from Washington State to Georgia, and we weren't able to travel to Georgia to meet with Marjory or get to know her, and so we depended on those communications. And she was amazing. Week after week, she was always in touch with us and so responsive. I'd send her an email late on the West Coast, and she would still be up and responding to them, even though it was even later on the East Coast. So then when it came time for us to actually pick out our house, I had 2 days to fly to Georgia when I could look at houses. And Marjory made it work. She arranged her schedule so that she could be available those 2 days, even though it was on the weekend, and I know that she has a family, but she made it feel like me finding the right house for my family was the most important thing. So she devoted those days to us so that we could find the house that was best for us.
Yes, and when we finally found that first home, we ended up in a bidding war. And unfortunately, due to some unprofessionalism on the other realtor's part, that fell through. But Marjory was very quick to help us get situated with a new home that we fell in love with.
And then within a matter of days, we were in that process to purchase our first home. And, there was a lot of unknowns going into that for us. And we thought that we had done everything right. But despite being pre-approved for a mortgage and, working months in advance, it turned out that our financing fell through last minute. And Marjory was just completely there for us. She not only encouraged us and helped to extend the close date on our mortgage, or on the house, she also arranged for us to work with a lender who she knew and connected us with the person who ultimately secured us a mortgage so that we could buy our house. Without Marjory, it would have fallen through and we wouldn't be living in our own house right now.
All in all, we have loved our first home. The experience with Marjory has been great. She's consistently continued to reach out to us. It's been, 6 or 7 months now since we bought our home, and we constantly get messages from her talking to us, making sure our home looks great. And we've recommended her to a few relatives. We're very excited about how the process went, and if we have any future real estate needs, which we are sure to do, we will definitely be reaching out to Marjory first to help us out.
She's absolutely our realtor for life, and she means that when she says it, and that means a lot to us.
Yes.
So, thanks, Marjory.
Thank you, Marjory.